Hey guys, thank you for watching the SlatRock channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon to get notified every time we post a new video. And if you've already done so, just make sure that it's still active. Here's your news for August 23rd, 2019. We're not kicking off with WWE for a change, but instead looking at the XFL, as Vince McMahon has promised that the new football league wouldn't use resources from the wrestling promotion. This is a stark contrast to the old XFL, which relied heavily on using WWE to gain an audience, including having wrestling commentators Jim Ross and Jesse Ventura calling the games, and the first game being opened with a promo by The Rock. According to Brad Shepard, the new league will try and distance themselves from WWE, though it seems the new team names have some heavy WWE influence ahead of the XFL's launch next year. Whether the new league will be a success or not remains to be seen, though it's obvious that between football, the war with AEW, and SmackDown's move to Fox, Vince McMahon is going to be very busy over the next few months. One superstar who is also keeping himself busy is R-Truth. As though he isn't 24/7 champion anymore, he is now focusing on his music career. This week, a fan told Truth that he was loving one of his tracks, That's Endurance, and got a very positive response when he asked if there were more tracks coming by the wrestler. According to Truth, a new track featuring both himself and Carmelo will be released in September, as next month is shaping up to be one of the busiest months in the company's calendar. Over to SmackDown Live now, and though fans finally got an answer as to who's been attacking Roman Reigns, the big dog wasn't exactly buying what he's been told. After Buddy Murphy pointed the finger at Eric Rowan on the go-home show for SummerSlam, Daniel Bryan revealed a man who looked identical to his tag team partner as the culprit, though Reigns clearly isn't happy with the investigation. On Twitter, Roman wrote, "Y'all call that an answer? This whole situation is getting out of control and I don't know what to think, but I know what I need to do." We're not quite sure what the former Universal Champion has in mind, but it seems that the investigation between him, Bryan, Rowan, and Murphy is far from over. While Roman is hoping to discover who is trying to take him out of WWE, one star who has no interest in returning to the ring is CM Punk. Punk, who walked out of WWE in January 2014, has shown no interest in returning to the company as a wrestler, but could end up back soon as an announcer. According to the Wrestling Observer newsletter, Punk's agent reached out to Fox this week about the former world champion hosting a talk show on FS1, though details are sketchy. If a deal could be struck, then Punk would be working for Fox and not WWE, and one source said the 40-year-old star could land himself a very fine deal, though it's hard to imagine Vince McMahon would get on board with the idea. The Observer also reported that there have been no negotiations at all regarding to Punk hosting the show, and that it was something simply suggested by the best in the world's agent. FS1's upcoming talk show is expected to be on Tuesdays, and Renee Young has been rumored to be the host. Though this is big news for Young, things aren't going so well for her husband Jon Moxley, who is reportedly working through an injury. According to The Observer, the AEW star is dealing with, quote, some kind of elbow injury, though the severity of his condition isn't known. Despite the former Dean Ambrose reportedly picking up an infection in Japan, Moxley insisted on working his match against Pentagon Jr. last week, though The Observer noted that Moxley was very careful not to bump on his elbow. This injury couldn't come at a worse time for the Lunatic Fringe, as not only does he have a huge match against Kenny Omega next Saturday at All Out, but he is also being promoted as one of the top stars of the company when AEW launches its own show on TNT this October. As if the possibility of Moxley missing the show's launch isn't bad enough, AEW will also now be competing against NXT, as WWE have confirmed that the developmental brand will be moving to the USA Network next month. At the August 15th NXT tapings at Full Sail, Triple H dropped major hints to the roster about a television announcement, which he said would happen on Raw. Though it didn't happen on Raw, the company did confirm the move online and also announced that the show would be extended to 2 hours long. What's interesting is that despite rumors of the show moving to FS1, it will instead be on the USA Network, and this move will put NXT in direct competition with AEW for viewers. It seems the Wednesday Night Wars are official, as we can't do anything but wait and see what the next shot will be in the battle for brand supremacy. More WWE news now, and we all know the company likes to make their big plans in advance, and it doesn't get bigger than the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania. Though we know that next year's show will take place at the Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, Brad Shepard has said that there is no clear frontrunner for which city will host the show of shows in 2021. According to WrestleVotes, Los Angeles is the current favorite, thanks in part to the city's new stadium at Hollywood Park, but this isn't the only option for the company. WrestleVotes also reported that Las Vegas is also a strong contender and that WWE are currently considering up to 4 locations as finalists. Having Las Vegas host WrestleMania 37 would certainly be interesting, as the city recently hosted AEW's Double or Nothing event in May this year. With several cities putting in bids to host the Showcase of the Immortals, expect WWE to weigh all of their options before making an announcement, presumably shortly before WrestleMania 36. On to something different now, as a quick stroll through iTunes will tell you that there are no shortage of wrestling podcasts around, and it seems WWE are now getting in the game. The Hollywood Reporter revealed this week that the promotion will be teaming up with Endeavor to create their own podcasting network, and this idea has been floating around for a while now. In a statement, WWE's Advanced Media Executive VP Jaylar Donlan praised the idea, saying, "Partnering with Endeavor Audio, an expert in podcasting, will enable us to provide our fans with unique content and reach new audiences across the platform." WWE already has a set of podcasts at their disposal for the new network, as Eric Bischoff, Bruce Pritchard, the Bella Twins, and Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins all host podcasts while under WWE contract. So far, the company have seemingly been fine with their employees hosting their own podcasts, though that may change once WWE launches their own podcasting network. The news of the new podcasting network has already reached far, as when StarCast held a media conference earlier this week to promote their StarCast 3 event next weekend, the new podcast came up. In a conference call, Conrad Thompson was asked if WWE was trying to put him out of business with the new venture, though Thompson kept his cool and said how WWE should have been in the podcast game years ago, and implied that his success has shown them what they could have done. Back to Raw now, and there is some congratulations in store for Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins, as the couple got engaged earlier this week. The pair of champions have been dating for a while now, with the story of their real-life romance bleeding onto the characters they portray on screen. In a Twitter post, the Raw Women's Champion was shown sporting a ring on her finger on a rocky beach, alongside her husband-to-be, the Universal Champion Seth Rollins. This is obviously huge news for the happy couple, and in an ironic twist of fate, the night of the engagement reveal was also the night Kathy Kelly told fans that she is, quote, very single. The WWE's resident interviewer and digital media host had previously been in a relationship with Velveteen Dream, though it seems that is no more, as Kelly deleted a few pictures of her and the North American Champion off of her Instagram profile. Though she said she's very single, it doesn't look like Kelly will have to look far for a new partner, as in her post, she received countless replies from interested suitors. While this is expected from a post like this, we shudder to think what her DMs look like right about now. More news from the world of podcasts now, as this week Corey Graves appeared on the Primetime with Sean Mooney show and had plenty to say. Graves, who is on WWE TV on both Raw and SmackDown, is one of the company's biggest voices, and revealed he knows what it's like to cross the boss Vince McMahon. During the show, Graves revealed that the first time he was reprimanded, it was while he was presenting to the camera, saying, "When you're staring at the lights and all of a sudden Vince is yelling at you in your ear, it's like really hard to keep your composure and keep your train of thought. And I'm pretty sure when it happened, I just locked up in the middle of a sentence because it was like, oh no, I'm dead, what's happening?" Though Graves clearly didn't want this to happen, the former NXT superstar said his relationship with the boss has improved and that McMahon gives him a lot of free room to work with. With Graves being the lead voice on both Raw and SmackDown Live, it's clear that McMahon has a lot of trust in the tattooed talker, so expect Graves to be on commentary for many years to come. And finally, we're ending with some news from John Cena. As though he may be a part-time superstar, the 16-time world champion is still a major draw. Recently, Cena landed the cover of the latest Muscle and Fitness magazine, which will also feature an article on the two-time Royal Rumble winner's impressive workout regimen. According to the cover, Cena's article will detail the champ's recent transformation, as the former world champion is now 20 pounds leaner and stronger than ever, according to Muscle and Fitness. This isn't the first time that Cena has graced the magazine's cover, as though he may not have wrestled in WWE for months, the leader of the chain gang remains in incredible shape. Well guys, that's our news for today. Let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. If you like this video, don't forget to check out our previous video, 10 huge, shocking WWE 2019 rumors you need to know about. Also check out our other high-rated videos by clicking at the upper right-hand corner or down in the description field. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and the bell icon so you don't miss a single new video. You can follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and as always, thank you for watching.